Hello everybody, this is WX5LEO, Whiskey X-Ray 5, Lima Echo Oscar, coming to you from Central Oklahoma. We're going to be discussing a little update on the QB25 from Radioddity today. I had a bit of an issue with it and had to get a replacement, so I just wanted to share this experience with you guys and let you know how it went. So enjoy the video. Okay everybody, as I said in the title and in the first little short clip of the video here, we're going to be discussing the Radioddity QB25. If you guys watched my previous video on this, I did a little review on this radio and basically gave my 2 cents on it. Well, after that review video happened, I had a bit of an issue with this radio. The antenna that I was using, I was transmitting on it, and apparently the antenna wasn't matched quite well enough because it burnt the radio up. Now, when I say burnt the radio up, it burnt up the transmitter. It didn't burn up the receive. The radio still works excellent. It receives fine, but you can't transmit on it. So most would know that as burning out the finals, so on and so forth. So there's absolutely zero power that comes out of this radio whenever I transmit. So I contacted Radioddity. I have a contact there. I got in touch with him and I explained to him what happened, what the issue was. He asked me to do some videos on it and send to him so that he could get with the engineers, the people that build these radios, so that they could try to determine what the issue was and how to fix it. I'm not 100% sure if they came to a resolve on that. However, they did come back and say and confirm that the transmitter did burn up in the radio, which that I already knew. I asked if they could send me a replacement radio. There you go. No questions asked. They sent me a replacement radio. These guys really stand behind their equipment. For me, having this issue and trying to work with them to figure out what caused the issue, it took me a little bit longer to get my radio, and I'm fine with that. All in all, total time took about a month, roughly, just due to the fact that I was sending videos back and forth to them so that they could talk to their engineers. Now, if you had the same issue with this radio, they probably wouldn't ask you to send a video in on what the radio's doing. They would probably just say, okay, we'll send you a replacement. It's really on them, a call-by-call basis, depending on what they, what happened with the radio. And, if you throw it in water or you shoot it with an AR-15, they're not going to replace your radio. But under normal use, if something happens to it, they will send you another radio, I have no doubt. So anyways, I'm very impressed with how they handled this matter. I'm going to continue to test this QB25. I'm going to continue to see how well it performs. And, just kind of go from there. And if I have any further issues with it, I'm going to contact them again and let them know. And hopefully try to work out something with them as far as trying to figure out exactly pinpointing what the issue is, if this issue happens again. And just so you know, guys, like I said, I think it had something to do with the antenna I was on. So I've switched antennas. This one's a little better matched. And hopefully we won't have any further issues. But if we do, I'll again contact them, and I'll work with them to figure out exactly why this radio is doing these things. Exactly why this radio is burning up under normal use, so on and so forth. Now, this could have been a fluke thing, as many of you guys know, especially if you dealt with electronics at all. Electronics and anything really. This could have been one radio out of 300 million that had one solder joint with a little strand of solder touching something that it shouldn't have touched that burned it up. It happens. It happens, guys. You can't write something off just because something happens with it. If I go through 7 of these things and they all have the same issue, then chances are something's wrong with the equipment they need to fix it, and they will. I have no doubt about it. So again, just the update for this radio. I still recommend this radio. I still highly recommend this radio. It's a great little radio. It's very small, very compact. It's you know, it has a lot of great features to it. So if you guys are looking for a good, cheap radio to go in your mobile, or like me, sitting here on my desk, I would highly recommend this radio. It works very well, and as you guys can see on this new one, WX5 LEO. We have no problems. That repeater sets about 40-50 miles away from me, so no issues with it. Works just fine, and hopefully it will stay that way. However, again, if it doesn't, I will again update a video after I get in touch with Radioddity and try to figure out and determine what the issue is. If this one breaks, I'll update you guys on what we find. So with this one, we're thinking that it was probably a fluke deal. I hope that's the case. And if anybody else out there on the interwebs has one of these radios and you have had this issue, please leave a comment on this video. I'm curious to find out if you've had any issues with it. I definitely don't want to tell anybody to buy something if it's not worth buying. Now, that being said, I feel that this radio is worth buying. I would recommend it. I bought it. I love it, and I'll continue to use it. You know, you guys can see by looking at my desk here that I have quite a few different kinds of radios. Bofang battery, Bofang, Radioddity GD77, TYT MD380, and Radioddity R2, Radioddity QB25, and then whatever this little thing is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name. But anyways, I have quite a few different radios. I also have a Kenwood somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. Got a Kenwood here. So, you know, I'm definitely interested, and I try to find out what works best, what works better, and what's the best bang for the buck, basically. So, everything aside, guys, if you're looking for a good radio, I recommend the QB25. Like I said, if you have issues with it, they'll help you, they'll get it fixed, and they'll make it right. I have no question about it. I have not had any issues out of any of the other radios that I've purchased from Radioddity. This is the only one, and like I said, it could have been a fluke thing. It could have been banged around during shipping. Who knows? So, you know, I'm definitely not going to write this radio off. I'm going to continue to test it. I'm going to continue to use it, and maybe in the future you guys will see me using this in some of my other videos. So just keep an eye out for new videos. I do have other upcoming videos. They'll be coming here pretty quick. I'm going to try to get those done within the next week or so, if not tonight. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Share the videos. Get your friends to subscribe. And stay tuned for any upcoming videos. I should have a few more coming out here pretty soon. This is WX5LEO, Whiskey X-Ray 5 Lima Echo Oscar from Central Oklahoma. You guys have a great day.